3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
It would help if I turned on my microphone. Let's start again. Welcome, fellow Forex traders. This today marks an incredible journey since I started this at the beginning of the year. I've given away nearly 200 free Forex currency pair trades, and every trade I've given away, every free trade has ended in a net profit. Every trade. We've taken this many losses. What you're looking at here on the screen is one of those trades, the most recent. Euro NZD closed in profit. How much did you make? I don't know. I don't know what you bid. I don't know what your risk appetite is. However, my signal made $25.28. It's a signal. You enter it at any bid size you want that your account can handle. You made more or less, but the key word is you made. You ended in a net profit. Unbelievable. Now I got alarms going off while I'm live. So let me reiterate, nearly 200 trades I've given away so far this year for free. Not one of them is lost. You go find me. Go find me another Forex trader on YouTube that's given 200 trades away that all won, that all ended in a net profit. Please go show me one. Should I wait? Do I have some on hold music I can play? Let's see. I can play this. I'll wait. Go figure it out. Okay, sorry about that. You're not going to find them. They don't exist. They don't exist. Go find another signal channel that has given away 200 trades, all winning. You won't find it. Frankly, I don't know why people aren't up my ass begging to get in here. But it's like being Mariah. It's like having Mariah Carey's voice with no distribution, right? I probably should start some distribution. We got a little bit of activity, right? But I end up focusing a lot on feeds. I'm going to launch the Euro GBP profit maker for the license holders. Today is the plan. When you say that stuff, it doesn't always work out, but it will. Not really going to take me that much. Create the account, attach it inside of Social Trader Tools, and then all you have to do, I know I'm going to get a fucking flurry of people. Give me the feed. Give me the feed. I want the feed. Give me the feed. Give me the feed. If you have a license, I click a button, you'll have the feed. It's not magic. It's unique. It is a feed. The Euro GBP profit maker is a very unique algorithm that will work on any currency pair. Right now, I have it on the lowest volatility pair, and it will be fully scalable. Base lot size will be 0.01. It will increase on the second and third trade in a sequence. Typically, we're only seeing 1 to 2. I should say this, 2 to 3 beyond the original. So 3 total. So the first trade, and then there's 2 other levels if the currency pushes that far, that it will add a second and possibly a third and increase the lot size. Not exponentially, but a little bit. Should be a really amazing feed. Really the premise behind it, and you have to understand this is when I launch it to license holders. If you're a license holder, lifetime license holder, awesome. This is not going to be available. However, I made it available Black Friday and yesterday, Cyber Monday. You could have had access to it. Quite a few people do. Nonetheless, there's a mindset behind it. I would suggest, certainly every feed that I have, run it on demo for a week or two. Not because my feed doesn't work, because most people screw up the copy. If I set it up for you, I'm not going to screw it up. Doesn't mean I couldn't. Likelihood of me screwing up your copy feed because I set it up is, it's unlikely. It's as likely as me growing a horn out of my forehead. Even though I'm the devil, my horns do not grow. So that will come out. So let me give you kind of the idea of the sentiment behind it. It is a low volatility currency pair. Hence, not a lot of movement. Hence, some conservative security that the price is not going to run, that the trade entry, after you're entered in a trade, isn't going to run 40 trades deep on you. It's just not going to. Could it? I don't control the market. But we all know Euro GBP is one of the slowest movers, 40 pips a day at its max average daily range. Pretty stable. All right, let me turn this off. let me mute it. You know what? I got a brand new, there we go. I got a brand new iPhone. I'm like, how the hell do you mute it? You used to be able to slide the button up and down. Now you got to hold it. So I'll talk more about that in the group once I launch the feed, give you some kind of description. None of this stuff's magic, but each of the feeds I have are very unique in of themselves. They provide a certain way of auto trading that fits different risk tolerances, different people. I'm confident that you could put this feed on a couple, let's just call it like on a couple $1,000. You could put it on a $3,000 account. You could put it on anything you want, right? But what would I do? I'd throw it on a $3,000 account and I'd jack the lot sizes up. I put it on a $3,000 account as a test, and it's made about 50% in a month. I'm not guaranteeing you that. You could just as easily lose 50% in a month. Let's just be clear, right? I'm not trying to be this is incredible. It is incredible. I'm only putting the best shit out there. But I'm not also going to make you promises because it's kind of illegal to do that, and it's unethical, right? Because we don't control the market. But I'll tell you what, this thing is damn good. It's damn good. I wouldn't release something if it wasn't. So also, if you're not a license holder, you're a monthly subscriber, don't get this FOMO, fear of missing out. I mean, either get a license or don't, right? But you're not missing out on some magical feed. It's good. It's good. It's unique. It's an incentive to get a lifetime license instead of paying a monthly fee. God, I want to say all kinds of crazy shit that's probably illegal for me to say. I mean, if I found this and I understood, my integrity and the success we've had in the group and just my ongoing efforts to make this the best damn thing you've ever seen, I'm just passionate about it. I'd be taking out a freaking second, third mortgage loan to get access to this. I would. I'm not saying you should do that. You run your own finances, my friend. But to me, and from my point of view, there is only upside in what I'm doing. There's only upside. So, move this a little bit there. There we go. Free signal trade. This literally, I think, just closed. So, don't get all verklempt about, it's only $25. $25. Shut up. Okay. You bid what you want. So it's like, show me your stats. Here's my stat. I'll show you my stats every day. You want to see my stats? Here they are. We're going to look at them today. Here's my stat. I win every trade. What's your stats? I don't know. What's your bid? What's your risk tolerance? Do you think a 50% drawdown is bad? Okay. Don't bid so damn much. That's not a stat. That's what you created in your account. So let's launch a free trade here. Typically what I do is I go to my full algorithm, which we'll look at. I'll pick something out. We'll force the AI system to take the trade. If you look here, we're not in any trade. All right. And this is just a demo account that I send these to. If you're a subscriber for free to the email list, you get access to the login. You get to see exactly what I'm seeing here. You can go back and look at the history. We can go look back at what it's made for the week. $1,239.05. You can see every trade. No, those are not losses. Those are not losses. Those are a hit against the net profit, but the net profit is $1,239. $2,997 for the month. Looking good. Looking good. It's all free. Yeah, you have to manually place it. That's kind of the catch here. What's the catch? You have to manually place this trade. If you don't want to, then subscribe. Get all the auto feeds. I can't imagine that the price I'm charging, monthly or lifetime license, equals what I'm about to say. If you're paying the monthly fee and you're using my system and you have a decent enough account, I don't know, couple $1,000 to trade, if you're willing to put that money at risk, certainly you're paying yourself back and you're paying for the system. Certainly you are. Maybe you break even for a while because you're a little conservative. You're taking your time. I get it. That's fine. I will get you there with my best advice. No guaranteed advice. Hell, we might all lose our ass in Forex. My system's designed to protect against that. It really is. No guarantee, but it's designed to protect against that because I use my system to trade my accounts also. Duh. If it works for me, maybe it'll work for you. I don't know. A brand new update coming, you guys hear me talking about it, is the auto hedge module, which I'm considering a test in a few days here. We'll see if we can get a few trade closures. I will actually today show you the auto hedge account and results. Very unique, custom. It's in beta. I'm testing it, but it works. I'm getting off track here. And I probably lost my complete train of thought. I have so much I want to share with you. What we're talking about here is just these free trades, just constantly winning trade. You're always ending in a net profit. I mean, what am I not saying? Well, not if you can't bid $100 per pip on a $5 account. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta have a little bit of logic, but you can make this work. You can make this work. You talk about giving someone stats. You have to understand this. If you're brand new, here's what I'm doing. I'm giving you an automated trade or a manual copy trade from my incredibly non-losing, never loses from net profit algorithm. That's all I'm doing. What you do with it is the stats you create. Because to give you stats would imply that my system sends out a trade at 0.01 and that's what you get. That's all you get. So the stats on that is this. No, it's fully scalable. Every person in this group trades this differently. Every one of them. Every one of them. So just remember that. Go create your own stats. Let's go to the full algorithm. So pause for a second here. Let me make sure that I didn't hit the wrong button. No, I didn't. All right, so let me pull up the full algorithm, and we'll just go pick a trade. The full algorithm is right here. I will share it with you. Very low volume right now. If you look at the entire system with a base bid of 0.10, it's $230 drawdown. Very low. As far as closures go, $383 for the day. Looking good. Looking real good. Man, there's so many things I could tell you. I'm getting overwhelmed with what I want to show you here. So let's just pick a trade out of this. All right, let me look down the list here, and nothing magic about what I'm doing. I typically like to, if I'm going to give out a free trade, I like to jump into a pair that's pushed a little bit, and that way it will appear, since we're not in the first 2, 3, 4, 5 trades, or the first trades in the sequence, it will appear, and it will be a little more profitable than it might be. CAD Chief, I'm not jumping into that. It's just been sitting there for 7 days. Pisses me off a little bit, but I don't control the market. And you know what? Neither do you. Wow. You know what? This is blowing me away. Look how few. That's the. What are we in right now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 trades in the entire world, most of them on CAD Chief. Wow, we really have some low volume, but a decent closure rate, $383.99 a profit. That's crazy. I mean, what's happening there? The market pushed, took profit on those trades that pushed in the right direction, and the rest of them, CAD Chief freaking going sideways. God, what's a good trade for the signal then? AUD CHF maybe? Let's go take a look. Let's see here. Zoom out a little bit. Still not enough. Wow, got to zoom out to the day. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on. There we go. The take profit is yellow down there. I was expecting it to be red. That's weird. So we're going to sell. Look at that wick. That wick pushed all the way down nearly to our take profit, but because of spread, it didn't take profit. Now it's pulled back a little bit. Unbelievable. Look, it's up here now. You can't predict it. Can't predict it. Let's go ahead and jump into this trade. AUD CHF. There is only one of them in the system right now. It's slightly profitable. Let's jump into it. We'll see what happens. I'm going to go to pause. So set that down and take you to something here. Stand by. Let me make sure it's not revealing. Okay, good. So let me find the free signal system. Here it is. And what I say, AUD CHF. Give me a second. I'm going to type this in to the AI. I'm basically saying, hey, Mr. AI, please enter AUD CHF as it is. And I'm going to go here, hit the button here. There we are. Let me bring you back. Right here. So, sorry, wait. I need to switch to the free account. Stand by. I'm okay. I know I'm really okay. I got 2 iPhones in front of me, picked up the wrong one. Let me take you back to the free signal account. Show you what we just did here. We just entered AUD CHF from the algorithm. So this free trade is going to be, it's managed by the AI system. Here are the numbers. It's a sell. Enter at a base lot size for your account. Base lot size meaning what could you bid now that you might have to bid a lot more on later to make this a profitable trade. That's the basic premise, right? And that's maybe why you should start out with demo practice. It's across the board. You could bid anything and get away with it. Hell, you might be able to go in at $50 a pip on this thing and it goes right into profit. You don't know. We don't know what the market's going to do. We plan for the worst case scenario. So the current TP, the current take profit price, 0.57209. It's going to be a great trade. You know how I know that? For the last 200 trades I've given you, we've won every one of them. What does winning mean? Winning means I didn't lose any off of my base investment here, which in this case, it would be $100,000. So this account since inception has made $13,344. Not a damn loss off of the principal $100,000 in this account. Not one loss. Not a loss off of that original balance. My original balance is protected. I have nothing but net. Swoosh. Nothing but net. Net profit. You already saw the results, what we made, day, week, month. Enter this trade. I'll tell you what, anybody want to bet me whether this ends in a net profit or not? Anybody? Anybody got any money on the table? I'll give you my Cash App. You send me your bets. If you lose, I keep it. If you win, I'll send you back double. Anybody taking that bet? Anybody? I didn't think so. Do me a favor. You don't have my Cash App anyway, so don't send me any money. That's what's going on with that. You already looked at the overall algorithm. I'll glance at a few other accounts. Someone said, I believe, we'll have to look. Yeah, we'll look. I think it was the 10 pip hybrid feed that we had that closed recently this morning. Let me pull it up. Or let me pull up an account that has that on it. Yeah, it looks like, I'll tell you what, if we got into this one AUD CAD trade from the 10 pip hybrid, we'll be in a whole different group of pairs trading, which we've been in this group for freaking month now. It's just like three pairs just keep rotating. It just keeps rolling. There's volume in that group. Nothing wrong with it. I'm happy with it. I'll show you the results here. So this is a combination of the 10 pip hybrid feed, which we just had. I will draw it. We just had an NZD JPY close. Very nice, complete net profit. Do the math there. All the positives, all the negatives is a net profit. And then we had actually it looks like two trades, two gold trades. So you have the first one here that just took profit. Then you had a secondary basket here. You know what? It might have been both of these. Anyway, one or two or three baskets. In the end, $331.61 in net profit. The gold trade always ends in profit. My standard currency pairs always end in profit. How is that possible? I don't know. I'm good. It's not even me. It's the automated algorithm. I mean, come on, man. Why every person in Forex trading isn't using my system, I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. Want to make some money? Become an affiliate. I'm getting ready to launch into teaching you guys what I would do. And I'm not talking extensive depth, 80 hours or even 8 hours worth of training. To become a super affiliate of any online system is the easiest damn thing. Do you know why people won't do it? They don't have the hustle / work ethic / belief or even personal time. How much time a day does it take to be a super affiliate? Hour or two, maybe? How much time a day does it take to become a profitable affiliate? 5 to 10 minutes a day? Call it 30. Right? So, got a question here. Let me put it on screen. Meant to ask this question way back, but how is it your system can outperform the top hedge funds if they have much more funding? What do you really mean by that? How is it your system can... Oh, that went away. How is it your system can outperform the top hedge funds if they have much more funding? It has nothing to do with funding. I hear you. I don't want to infer too much from your question, but it has nothing to do. Performance isn't about funding. I can put $100 in a Forex account and turn it into $1,000 this month. How? Skill set, sure. Am I using my algorithm? Sure. Is my algorithm faster and better on me than entries in math? Yes. Put this up there again. You know, I said it earlier. I don't know. Think of your favorite singer that's popular worldwide. The only reason they are there, they exist, is because of distribution. I certainly just don't have the distribution. Maybe, you know, I put myself out there. I go live daily, but I don't know. You know, I'm a single entrepreneur. I'm not trying to work 15 hours a day. It's about distribution, right? I probably just don't have the distribution. But maybe form your question a little bit differently. But yeah, I keep reading this. How is it your system can outperform the top hedge funds if they have more funding? Honestly, it doesn't. The funding doesn't matter. Just because my system outperforms all of that stuff, there are so many criteria that those companies look at. Like, I'm trading a hedge fund right now, and to get funded, you have to show a consistent 3 to 5% a month. Okay? I've done that for how long now? 8 months, 7 months, 6 months even, no funding. Their criteria is they look at things. A lot of people look at Forex in a way, and I see you have an addition there. I'll pull it up. A lot of Forex traders, Forex companies, funds, they have criteria that they don't necessarily want to tell you about. Like the investors themselves are so, here I come, I'm not better than anybody else, but the investors themselves are so ignorant to the fact that drawdown doesn't mean shit, but they will choose to put their money into a fund, hedge fund, a Forex hedge fund, trading. They'll choose to put their money into something that shows good returns with little drawdown. How do you get that? Luck. Do I care about drawdown? I don't. Am I running my 100K hedge fund account at a massive drawdown? No, I'm not. But I'm trading the money. I'm trading the money. You give me $100,000 to trade with, I'm going to use it to trade. Not going to blow it out. I'm going to use it. Even if I use, and I'm not saying I am or do, but even if I use 50% of the funds to trade, who gives a shit? As long as I'm not losing off of the primary balance and I'm not holding a 50% freaking drawdown consistently, you know. So here, let me put this back up. You said not funding per se, but I mean with decades of research and full-blown research teams. You know, they have I just have to say they probably have a different goal. They have distribution. They have a bunch of people that believe things should go a certain way and believe certain numbers, P&L sheets, you know. You look at a profit and loss statistic from a feed like mine, where it has a negative $50 and a plus $300. So you made $250. You made $250. The stats will look at that minus $50 and report on them. And I'm like, why? Minus $50 only counts to me if it's off of my principal balance. And it's not. It's off of my net profit. So I end at a certain net profit, whatever it is. So you trade the market. Evan says, in a return on investment metric, you know, I'd have to say, I think the answer to your question is distribution. I just don't have the distribution. I don't know if I have the desire for the distribution. I am also a counterintuitive player. If anyone watches my channel, my videos, you'd be like, if you're brainwashed into thinking, for example, let's think of a mind virus brainwashing concept. You can only risk 1% of your account and you must set a stop loss. You'll hear me fucking laugh at those people. You're out of your freaking mind. 1%? So you have a $10,000 account, but you're only willing to risk $10 of it. Well, then why? So set up a $100 account then. Right? If risk is your problem, I just don't understand these people. Put your money in and leverage it to trade. So the market goes crazy one day with a really good algorithm like mine, and you have a 50% drawdown. Okay. 3 days later, you ended a net profit. You didn't lose any money. You used your money. You leveraged your money. So hope I make sense in that. You know, I've always been this guy who's counterintuitive. You come to me and you'll hear the way that I talk. And if you're a little bit of an emotional person, or you don't like swear words, or you're like, I don't like to go outside of the norm. I like to stay in my little comfort little box. I want to retire at 65, die at 67, right? And have a bunch of money in my account. I'm just going to protect myself. We all protect ourselves. I protect myself in all kinds of ways that I'm not going to tell you, that are not outwardly obvious. But with this finances and my trust in my algorithm, like imagine me. If I want to say if I trust it, you can trust it, but you're never going to do that. And I have many people that reject my algorithm within the first day or two. I want my money back. Oh my God, Terry, you don't set a stop loss. I heard you talk. You don't know what you're doing. You don't analyze. What's your chart analysis patterns, Terry? I'm like, I don't have any. Fuck, what are you talking about? Right? So a lot of people will reject what I'm doing based off of pure personality conflicts. To me, that's the level of ignorance that just exists. That's the guy that cuts you off in traffic when when there's no traffic. He just pulls right in front of you as you're doing 70 miles an hour down the highway. That's the guy, you can't protect yourself against that. You just have to kind of live within it. So I have no problem with having personality conflicts. I just turned down a license sale, full on 20K sale yesterday, because I don't like the way the guy acts. It's going to be more. You know what? Here's how I look at it. When I do business with people, I have this simple premise. I kid you not. I actually have this in contracts. When I do a contract with someone, I'll say this. If working with you makes me feel like I'm dragging my naked body across broken glass, if it feels like that at all, I'm not going to do business with you. I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to put my time in. It needs to be fun. Doesn't have to be party, drunken fun. Has to be fun. Has to be enjoyable. I do not want to feel like I'm dragging my naked body across broken glass when I work with you. So, I tend to reject. A lot of people reject me. That's perfectly fine. Reject me as you need. So this is the free signal trade. Open it back here one more time again. Take profit price, 0.90704. The rant is over. Let's get into some trading. So already looked at gold. And you know what? I'm probably wrong on this. I am wrong on this, aren't I? We're looking at a different feed here. Yeah, this was that's weird. I feel like that changed really fast. Maybe something came out. Sorry, that is not the free signal. Now, I'm not saying you couldn't take it, but you're not going to be able to track it because this is a subscriber feed. We'll go back to the free signal at the end. So let me show you, not really for any reason other than to just show you like real numbers. Remember how much the overall algorithm closed by trading all 22 currency pairs? I'm trading 5 currency pairs from the full system in this new algorithm right now to test it, and it's literally about the same, matter of fact, a little bit more closure than the full algorithm. How can that be? The market moves in mysterious ways. Let me pull it up here. Here it is. Nothing magic about what I'm showing you, but I can give you an example. So this is a sample feed I'm using. I started $10,000 last Friday, and I just started. There's a bunch of test trades in here. I took a bunch of forced losses, right? It's still doing extremely well. I'm not showing you this to go, look how much this has made. I don't give a shit how much it's made. I don't care if I lost 50% of this. I'm trying to get the programming correct to where when it's basically my auto hedge module. Now we got 2 trades open in here right now. And in fact, I need to pause this because I need to change a setting. Then we'll come back and I'll tell you what I did. Because I've been waiting for this to happen. It is right here. And what are we? We're in 2 pairs. I've been trying to tear down the number of pairs it's trading. So I went from 6 to 5 to 4 to 3 now to 2. Just telling the AI system, hey, only trade these 2 that are open. So let me come back here. And we'll kind of look at this together. Nothing special happening here. Okay. I'm in 2 trades. And I'm gonna open this up, and you'll see it's an OPP trade and an OPP trade. What do you mean? There's 2 pairs? OPP? What's going on? Yeah, I just wanted to tag this. I just started letting it take trades, right? More than 1 pair. But you'll notice if I go to the results, So today, it's actually made more than the overall full algorithm itself. How? It's because some of the hedges closed in profit. But I want to show you something that people are going to shit themselves. I've said this. When I launch this, you're going to wake up, which you are not used to. You're going to wake up in the morning. You're going to look at your account. You're going to go, I'm at a loss. I'm at minus whatever, right? Depends on your bid, depends on your account size. I'm at minus $40, Terry. What's going on? Is it broken? Is it not working? Here's the deal. Because this is an auto hedge system, it does an equal and opposite trade of what the algorithm takes. Some of those hedges are going to close out in the negative. Some of the trades are going to go directly towards take profit, not pull back at all. So at that point, you're going to have to stop out on the hedge at a negative and take profit on the main trade, which is up a take profit. And here's how it's going to look. It's going to feel weird. If you looked at this yesterday, it was a minus $80. And then it recovered itself because all the trades closed in all of the baskets. And now it's profitable. So there's no loss, right? Even I closed down a bunch of trades at a loss. There's still no loss in this account. That's proof positive. But let me show you a scenario a little higher here. And again, these are all a bunch of test trades. Let me see if I can find it just as an example. It's right here. So check this out. Just look at these two trades, okay? And I can tell you, if I expand this top one here, it's going to say OPP trade. If I expand this one, it's going to say hedge. Let me just do it for you. Let me get rid of my lines there, just so I can show you what I'm doing. So this is an OPP trade. You can see it in the comment. And I'm pretty sure if we're in the right sequence, the next one's going to be auto hedge in the comment. So this was a basket of trades. And this is the scenario that's going to happen that's going to freak you the fuck out. But this auto hedge protection is for is my dream automation. When we get a pair that runs 10, 20, 40 deep like we had this summer, that nearly wrecked accounts, and we had no, we're trading the market. We had no idea that was going to happen. This new auto hedge module, you'll just fucking yawn and go back to bed when it's doing that. You're like, man, we're making a ton of money because it will protect against that. That's the intention. There are going to be these weird ass scenarios where the price movement is so weird that it pushes, pulls back, takes out the hedge, pushes again, hedges, pulls back, takes out the hedge. So there's a happy medium somewhere in there where you can't overbid, but you certainly could bid a little bit more if the hedge protection is going to work. And you know damn well that if we get into a hedge early enough on a trade that's pushed 10 plus against us, which isn't that common, but it exists. Some of those times you get this huge propulsion candle, you'll have this hedge up there, which is in massive profit. The trade itself will take profit, and you'll have a hedge. You're like, I'll take that money too. So it's pretty good. So the point of what happened here, I want you to see this. This NZD sell trade immediately entered and went right into profit, $7.50. And just before it got to the profit of the main trade, the hedge had to close out at a stop at minus $7. So between the fees here, this is about a break-even trade, and you got to be okay with it. If you look at the fees, we can kind of add this up. So the fee on the first trade was 60 cents, and the fee on the hedge was 60 cents. So if it's minus 7 plus a 7, so you're up 50 cents, and you lost about, what was it, $1.20, 50. So you lost about 70 cents on this trade because you're like, I'd like to afford myself some protection if and when this damn thing, the market, goes against me. That's all I'm saying. You have to be okay with that. It's going to happen, especially if we're hedging early. I don't give a shit about losing 70 cents or $70 if my net profit is my net profit. $577 for the week. That's literally Friday when I launched this thing, I think. And here we are Tuesday morning. Not bad. Again, this isn't magical profits. That's what the market gave us. But it's magical in the sense of protecting itself. And it's not perfect in the sense that the price does pull back and take out all these hedges. Every trade, we've had probably a dozen trades in here, and every one of them had hedges. There are no hedges open right now because the price pulls back, takes that hedge out. I'll show you some scenarios just looking at it here. Like here, this was a hedge, and it just took itself out at $1.21, right? This was probably a hedge. If I'm looking at different ones, a lot of this is test stuff. A lot like this USD CAD, it was an auto hedge. Okay. Got out at 57 cents profit. You're going to have to deal with that stuff. The mathematics will work out in the end. That's the intent behind all of my trading. But my first thought is this. Well, probably my 87th thought, let's be honest, is that when these two trades close out, we've got the algorithm, the module, the auto hedge, it all works, right? What I'm going to do when these two close out, and I hope it's this week, I just want to let it play out, right? Because the reason I don't want to shut these down, I could shut them down at a loss, is what do we really want to see? We want to see a currency pair enter from the algorithm and fucking go deep against us and have the auto hedge just handle the entire thing. Your margin level percent should be well protected. So there are other manual manipulations. If we're in this deep trade and the hedge and the price keeps pulling back and taking out our hedge, I can do some manipulations to the algorithm. Like, okay, this is deep enough to where we need the hedge. The price action keeps taking out the hedge at a break even. I can say, all right, stop the stop loss. Just do the hedge and set a bigger stop loss because the price is pulling back and taking it out and then pushing. Pulling back, taking out the hedge and pushing. So there's some manipulations I can do. So my first thought is I don't think there's any perfect time to launch the hedge in a sequence of trades. Right now, on the top of my head, right now from the test, I'm doing it on the first trade. All of those hedges are getting taken out because the price action is just coming back. So I'm like, okay, let's do it on the third trade, the fourth trade, the fifth trade. Maybe it's the seventh in the end. I don't know. Maybe it's the 10th. But I think I'm going to set it at about 5, and I'll put it on the entire algorithm at a 0.07 lot size. Why? Because I know damn well from testing when I built this algorithm that back in the stable days 3 years ago of the market, you know, compared to what it's done in the last couple of years because of the U.S., you know, administration that's in play right now, soon not to be. Pray for January 20th. What's happening is I know my entire algorithm, all 22 currency pairs, could handle a base lot size of 0.07 on a $10,000 account, and it was making, on average, 20% a month. Usually more, sometimes 40. Well, us people that were trading that, and there's still people here, when the market went crazy, we're like, oh man, we can't even handle a 0.07 lot size in this current market. So we had to create some iterations of the automated feed where I have my 10 pip hybrid, which trades 3 pairs at a time, non-currency cross pairs, very secure, much more secure. And then we have the OPP, the one profitable pair feed. What I'm considering doing, I'd like to see a future where I put the auto hedge on the entire algorithm of 22 pairs. And whatever trades you're trading from the automated system, whether it be a 10 pip hybrid, the OPP feed, other stuff, is that you're at least getting hedge protection from trade 5 and on. So it gives you a level of security. So it's just on the main algorithm, and by default, it gets copied if it needs to a runaway trade on the 10 pip hybrid, and the auto hedge gets copied. So that's pretty much how I'm seeing this, right? You have to be aware of this. We are test pilots. It's fine It's going to work. Will it work as we want it to? Or will you get the craziest price action that pushes a pair 20 deep and takes out every hedge on the way because it pushes down, pulls back, takes out the hedge, pushes down? I'm not saying it's a danger, it's a reality. And again, I can do some manual manipulations to kind of like protect us. But I think primarily the way this is programmed, it's going to crush it. And it will be on the main algorithm. At first, because I'm not this crazy to just turn it on, hope it works, I will set up this test account. And here's even the danger of running a test account. I don't care if we do it for 90 days. The market's very favorable right now. So you might go, you run it for 30 days and go, oh my God, this is incredible. Well, maybe it's not in a crazy market. And we've seen one this summer. But I'm not trying to be, I don't want to make you a skeptic. I'm just trying to be realistic with you. However, I can also give you this. I would put this auto hedge module on my live account right now. I am not afraid of it. I see what it's doing. It's doing what I tell it to do. There could be some tiny tweaks in the future. Right now I have it set. You'll notice that if a trade goes right into profit at about 7.5 pips, seems to be the average lately, the stop loss is at 7 pips on the hedge. So you make the $7 loss and a $7.50 profit. It's kind of canceling itself out. What I'm thinking about doing, but when you do this, it's crazy. I'm thinking about bringing the take profit or the stop loss on the hedge down a little bit closer to like maybe 5 pips and give that TP on the original trade a little bit more room. I don't know. You do that, now you've taken out the hedge a lot quicker. There's other things I can do. I don't want to bore you with it. The one thing I could do is I could set up 2 auto hedge modules where the first one handles the first trade or the first hedge at trade 5, and then all the other ones, all the other hedges, it's just a dual system. It will look like it's a singularity. The second module will do a trailing stop. So when you get a trade, does a hedge, and the price really pushes against, the hedge goes profitable, it will trail, not real tight. You do a tight trailing stop, you're screwed. But it will take that hedge and turn it into more and more and more and more and more and more and more slowly secured profits as the price pushes down. There's some things we can do. But nonetheless, I don't want to launch anything to people, even though I think this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Hang in there. Let these trades close out. We'll put it at a 0.07 auto hedge, trade 5 and beyond, and we'll put it on a $10,000 account, and we'll just look at it, and I think we'll be impressed. And I'll either make it auto hedge an option or what I see in the future, because I built this to protect you and protect myself from runaway trades. In the future, I don't want to have 70 different feeds, because already people are confused. Well, which one should I do, Terry? You should do the one that you goddamn want to do and go learn. They're all good. They're all good. Don't take my entire 22 pair algorithm and put it on $1,000. Please don't do that. But take the 10 pip hybrid, take the OPP feed. If you're a license holder, the Euro GBP Profit Maker comes out today. There's going to be a lot more iterations of that Euro GBP Profit Maker. Frankly, I can put it on any pair in the world. I just haven't tested that yet. Obviously, coming out very soon is I'm going to start the test this week, is the double your account in one trade feed. It's all programmed. It's ready to go. I just need to launch it to, a public visual, something we can look at. Mark says, no matter what, the end game is with this, or whatever the ultimate settings may be. I believe this is going to be the game changer. You're 100% right. Just had, you know what? You're only ever one idea away from having everything you ever wanted in life. And this is something that someone, a professional trader like Mark, got from the beginning, and something we've been thinking about. I just couldn't quite figure out how to do it. Now I got it. We're good to go. In fact, what's crazy about this new auto hedge module, took me 5 minutes to program it. It just had to have the idea. Our other hedging ideas just weren't programmable. It was like, this doesn't work automatically. Too much manual manipulation. I love automation because I love naps. I love automation because I love margaritas. I love automation because I just like to go out into the world and do shit. Boring shit. I was telling Doug yesterday, I was like, I'll go to Starbucks and sit there for 4 hours. Read shit on my phone, drink coffee. Some people can't do that. I love automation because I love Starbucks. I love automation because I love freedom. Freedom. Not free dumb, like D-U-M-B, freedom. Anyway, lots of work for me to do. I need a little bit of break here. I'm on a lifelong vacation, you guys, so don't think I'm doing 15 hours a day. But I'll get that Euro GBP feed up, rolling today. Please don't be that person that messages me and says, I got to plug into this immediately. You're welcome to, but take it with a grain of salt. Take your time. Maybe throw it on a demo for a little bit. Just make sure everything's working properly. Yeah, that's it. Happy Tuesday, December 3rd. Jesus. My birthday's this month. What are you getting me? I'll give you my Cash App. It is $ send me money, mofo. That's not what it is. So that's it. Done for the day. I will see you guys in the group. See you tomorrow. Exciting stuff to come. As always, evolve or die. I'll see you then.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.